Hello everybody! Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name's Dave. This channel is ScotsToys, and here is where we cover my passion for Lego investing, our Bricklink store, and general reselling. This particular episode, we are going to be talking about Bricklink. I'm going to cover the orders for last week. I'm going to be pulling those. I'm going to share with you a little bit of a disaster that happened. I'm also going to be answering one of your user-submitted, viewer-submitted, whatever questions. And I'm going to round things out by covering the sales for this week. Before we jump right into things, though, I do want to ask a huge favor. Please go ahead and click on that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you feel so inclined, we would love it if you would share this content with the people that you know who you think may be interested in our material. Thank you so much in advance for all of your support. Let's get into the orders. We are pulling another Bricklink order this morning. This order comes to us from Jeremy in California. We've got a total of 5 items across 4 different lots. Order total was $11.93. Got a couple different minifigures. We are going to have to pull one that's a buildable figure, I guess. It's the big, oh boy, I'm going to butcher this name, but Bananarnar from Lego Movie 2. It's the giant buildable banana. And what I thought would be kind of fun here is while I am pulling this order, I figured I would go ahead and read a question submitted by you and answer that while I'm pulling the order. So I guess I'm going to read this question next, and then we'll go back and pull the order parts. So Lego Home says, love the videos. Question, as a buyer on Bricklink, I struggle to post my feedback in a timely manner. I end up doing it eventually, but always forget. My question is, for you as the seller, is it better for someone like me to post my feedback right away, or does it not matter? I have 14 feedbacks the other day. 3 of them were for you, and I felt bad that I wrote the same thing for all 3. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and start pulling these pieces. Lego Homes, I guess, thank you for your question, first of all. I just kicked the wheel out from under my chair. So thank you for your question. I really appreciate it, Lego Homes. I need to get on a... No, I'm going to get away with not getting on the ladder. I guess to answer your question is, it doesn't really matter when it comes in. The feedback is a good rating system, or it basically turns into a number and a percentage are the only 2 things that are commonly looked at. So when I was a buyer, and when I do purchase from Bricklink, the things that I look for is what is their feedback number, which is going to tell me basically how much experience or business do they do. And that's important just because if it's someone who's got, let's say 5 feedback or 10 feedback, well, they're pretty new to Bricklink overall. And that just means that they may not know how to properly handle pieces yet. They might not know how to deal with customers. They may be slower to ship. Not to say that that is the case, but it's certainly more of a possibility. And so the number is something that matters. At some point, once it's high enough, you don't really have to worry about it all that much. You can see here, here's my banana is up in the blue minifigure case, which I think is this one right here. For some of these big things, I didn't have an amazing system because they wouldn't fit in drawers. I'm pretty sure that's him. I think that's that collection of yellow pieces. Luckily, because of how many pieces he is, I did make a point to already in advance go ahead and get them all set, and that is definitely him because I see the little sticks for legs, and you can see the big goofy eye. Yep, 2 of them. Okay, that's us. One of those. So I already got the order pulled, but yeah, the delay in posting the feedback doesn't matter. As a seller, the thing that I find most important is making sure that I'm providing the service that is deserving of positive feedback. The feedback rating matters a lot. So if I see someone that has a 90% rating, well, That tells me that 10% of the time, somebody didn't have the experience they wanted. Now, currently I have 100%, and I think it's inevitable that everyone ends up reducing from 100%. At some point in time, you have somebody that, as hard as you try, you can't necessarily make the situation right to them. And so sooner or later, I'm sure that there will be somebody who ends up leaving some negative feedback, in which case it'll drop to whatever it is, 99.9 or 99%. I think as long as you're north of probably like 95 or 97%, it probably says something pretty good about your store. I guess just to kind of sum things up, Lego Homes, doing them in batches doesn't matter. The comment that you leave with them is totally fine being the same. There's only so many ways that you can say the same thing anyway. Lego Home, you just keep doing you, and we appreciate it. So I also did get Jeremy's order all pulled here. I just need to throw it in a bag now and get a label on it so that it can go in the mail today. So thank you very much, Jeremy, for your order. I really appreciate it. We have a couple orders that we need to get pulled, and it is really late. So I got to jump into this like crazy. First order comes to us from Brian in California. We've had a lot of California sales lately. Is California like super hot? Is that where Lego Masters is out of? Is that what it is? Everyone over there is getting all that Lego Master hype, and now they're coming out looking for the pieces. I'm okay with that as a Bricklink seller. Anywho, thank you, Brian, for your order. So Brian ordered 79 pieces across 31 different lots for a total of $22.67. So I'm going to go ahead and get this pulled, and I'll show you the order before it's ready to go. And here we have it. We have all the pieces packed up. We got them into 3 bags here. It's a bunch of actual little bags. I think we ended up going about 10 bags deep or so. Like to try and keep some of the pieces a little bit separated from the others, just so that certain parts don't get scratched up. But that's what we got for Brian, so thank you very much, Brian, for your order. I'm going to go ahead and get it packed up in this mailer, and we're going to move on to the next order. All right, so this next order comes to us from Sam from Virginia. Thank you very much for your order, Sam. Sam has placed an order for 8 items across 4 different lots. We got a couple different minifig pieces for the most part. Total of $7.55. Let's go ahead and pull this order. Okay, so we have pulled Sam's order. I figured I'd go ahead and share that with you right now. Sam has the Black Widow with blonde hair piece. He also ordered, which is going to be really hard and difficult to see here, but the little Mohawk piece. Mohawk minifigure hair piece. We also have a 2-sided female medium nougat. I don't know what that is. I'm going to call it a smile, I suppose. As well as like a surprise face, maybe. Shock and awe. It's not going to focus. I'm giving up on it. As well as 5 of the little minifigure stands. So thank you so much, Sam, for your order. I'm going to get this packed up and move on to the next one. All right, the last order for today, which I believe is also going to end up being the last order for the week, because I'm pretty sure tomorrow is when it ends. But the next order comes from Rob from Minnesota. Yes. I keep wanting to call Minnesota Minneapolis because of Minneapolis, Minnesota, but it's really Minnesota. Thank you, Robert. Robert has ordered a total of, you're trying to stop me from getting to my 100K piece count, Robert. We got a total of 327 items. Thankfully, because of how late it is, it's only across 15 different lots, so we should still be able to get this one pulled. Total of $25.35. So thanks, Robert. We're going to go ahead and pull your order, and we'll show it all packed up. Okay, I got it packed. I got it pulled. It was quite the drama. It should not have taken this long. However, about the time I had half the order pulled, that ladder, I'm not going to say I fell off of, but I ended up bumping into something, and I knocked every piece I had pulled. onto the floor. So then I had to gather them all. I had to recount them all. Luckily, my wife, Lori, had helped me. Got it all counted, got it all cleaned back off, had to blow off all the pieces to make sure it didn't have any little dust or, carpet hairs or whatever on it. Man, what a pain. This order was quite taxing, not because of the order itself, but because of the mistake. Sometimes that stuff's going to happen. It's definitely something I had concerns over with the ladder. Not to say that you couldn't accidentally bump a shelf or bump into something and knock a drawer loose. But man, there were a lot of pieces. I would have almost preferred knocking something over where I only had like 5 or 10 pieces. And I only pulled 5 or 10 lots at that point. But there were so many pieces in there. It was a lot of counting. But we did end up getting everything here, so we've got our check sheet all done, ready to go. Total of 327 parts. Thank you once again to Robert from Minnesota. I really appreciate your order. I got to get this thing just slapped in a bag. We'll get a label packed on it, and it will end up going out tomorrow. So thank you, Robert, for your order. That's going to be it for tonight. I am exhausted. All right. We are going to really quick review the orders that we had this week. We had a total of 5 orders. I think I already said thank you to almost everyone in here, but I'm going to go through it again real quick. So Jeremy from California, Brian from California, Sam from Virginia, Robert from Minnesota, and Callie from Nebraska. Thank you all so much for your orders. I really appreciate it. Just real quick to hit on the total numbers for the week for those of you interested in how we are doing as a business. Order totals or total orders for the week, $92.23. We had a total cost of goods of $40.41. Our BrickLink fees this week were $2.43. Total shipping charges of $17.03. Gave us a total net profit, time to go to the bank, $39.81. So that's it for this week, everyone. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. If you haven't already, please go ahead and click on that like button below. Go ahead and leave us a comment, and please subscribe to the channel. Our subscriber count has been going up, which is fantastic because that means we're reaching more people, and I'm able to interact with some more of you. Thank you so much again. We will see you in the next video. Bye.